or just
I'm not trying
Dylan?
to see this video, dude. Okay. Okay, let's read. I'm trying to quickly figure this out. I don't want to take up too much time. Okay. I won't stay stuck on it. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. I see who is gravely injured, was severely injured during his demonstration. Okay. So whether he's alive or not, I'm guessing he's alive. I have zero clue. If he's alive, that dude's probably like his life is forever changed. There's no way he get cracked in the head that hard. Because like these statues weigh a lot. But in terms of like I don't know, the Confederate flag. I think a lot of these the Confederacy in all forms represent a dark time in US's history to many people, and I really don't want to speak on it too much because I don't know everything. But from what I can tell, I guess this is like a symbol of like past racism and whatnot. And most people would rather see these rather not see it. And I think I completely understand. I don't understand why people are obsessed with having the Confederate flag. It's not really, I don't know. It's not synonymous with anything currently. If you're proud of where you're from, we have the American flag. So, and
Hmm.
granted, I know we have a lot of work to do here, but like we're all working on America together. Let's we all want to make this the best place we can possibly make it. And we have to start with step one, eliminating systemic racism and just racism in general. There's always going to be inequality in the world. Unfortunately, that's just the way things are. I don't think we're capable of achieving a utopian society, and nor
Hmm.
would it be like what I mean. Like it would be foolish to even like attempt to achieve that, but try to come as close as possible. In any case, yeah, I don't get the like people should get over it. I don't know why people feel so personally like offended when people want to get rid of like Confederate images. In terms of like the statues, they should have been gone from like public places. Um, if you want to keep them for some sort of like history lesson, maybe, which is like the
Yeah.
only like reason that I could see being like okay. And even then, like I'm not like the most convinced that it is. But like move these statues into like a little museum and call it a piece of art. I don't know. Well, not a piece of art, but you know what I mean. Like
Like
whatever.
a
This a
historical
relic
museum.
of the past that's here. Um, like what?
Like a historical museum.
Yeah, like a historical museum. If you want to keep that there, I don't think they belong in public spaces. Um, so it should have been that. And yeah, I think I don't know, dude. Like those are my thoughts though. People need to like stop like being so personally like attached to like a flag and like an old like team pretty much, which is like the Confederacy. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. We're many years removed from that. I don't know what people are doing.
Well, last thing I was gonna talk about for the news segment. We're 30 minutes in, but don't worry. Last thing I was gonna talk about for the news segment is gonna be it is about Mitt Romney taking part in the Black Lives Matter protests. I'm pretty sure he's the only Republican I know of who took place in these protests.
You said Mitt Romney.
Yeah,
Oh, he was like at the protest.
yeah, with other people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like from what I remember, like Mitt Romney isn't like an awful human being.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I think a lot of people well I don't know how to put it. A lot of people like to identify as like one or the other. I think that's kind of silly. I think the other thing is when people judge somebody for like being X or Y and like just completely judging them and then just assuming that because he's a Republican, he's like XYZ, or vice versa. Oh, because they're Democratic, they're XYZ or whatever. I just think that's all foolish, and people who like want to self-identify as Republican or Democratic purely, it's kind of foolish. Um, for those that because they're Republican Democratic, they have to like fall in line with everything that these parties stand for is also kind of foolish. Like for I think people should like look at themselves, look at what their beliefs are, and the way they want to see things run, and then pick candidates that most closely match what they're looking for in terms of like their laws and whatnot.
Yeah.
And if it happens to if it lands on one side or the other, then it is what it is. But like I don't know. I think people who just assume because someone's Republican that they may be bad or whatever. It's just surface level thinking. Like it's all individualism, like you judge people based on the individual, not like what they are like
Yeah.
in terms of like on the outside or like what party they may identify as. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Interesting enough, I'm also glad Mitt Romney has been doing stuff that is pretty much, well, he's not a bad guy, but then again, he was against the whole gay rights thing. But anyways, he is a good person. Not only that, he also defends his actions by saying that his father took part in the civil rights movements back in the 60s. That's an interesting history. But yeah, that's actually a good thing for Romney to do. Anyways, we're 33 minutes in, actually 34 minutes in. Let's look up to the final segment, and this has been a bit lengthy. Our final segment is the third segment, which is coming soon. This is a segment where we talk about trailers, whether they're of any kind, and quite obviously, we're gonna talk about trailers from that happened during the summer game fest. First game I want to talk about is Ghost Runner. Now, I actually saw the trailer and I was like, this is actually really cool, man. And it's like has like that cyberpunk Japanese feel to it, and for like for a first person hack and slash kind of thing. What do you think about this game?
it looks pretty cool, very fluid. You know, the way you get to like maneuver around like walls and whatnot, like wall running and stuff like that, looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Prince of Persia or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game actually has some potential as a really cool something for the PS5. When I get the PS5, actually, and it's actually something that I would love to play. Yeah, yeah. Right now, there's not much to talk about, but yeah, it's a really cool cyberpunk game. Next up, I just want to talk. I want to talk about this because I've never played anything in this series ever, but after seeing some good things about it, I still want to play it. I now want to play it. It's Persona 4 Golden for the PC. Uh, I have actually, keep in mind, I have not played anything from, the only Atlas game I ever played was what's the name of it? Armored Core 2. And, yeah, actually, was there any other game that we played from Atlas?
I didn't even know Atlas made Armored Core, so that's news to me.
Alright.
But no, I haven't played. Well, we haven't played. I don't think we've played another game from Atlas. And I've never played a Persona game, but I know it's like a very cherished, beloved series. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I actually like the concept that people have like these personas they have that can be activated just by having some trauma, like say placing a gun to their head and fire. That sounds like an interesting series to make out of. And yeah, I found people in the comments section saying that the sole reason they bought a PS Vita was because of this game.
Oh
Now,
yeah, you can only like the best version of that game was on PS Vita. Yeah, I remember that.
now with the PC version out, some people are just gonna jump ship for the PC.
It's fine. That's actually good. I like um there's a lot of like shift to like PC gaming, I want to say. I think probably because like now like stuff is more available on PC and like the cost of entry to get into PC gaming has more or less gotten like less expensive. So you can build like, and then not only that, you can. It's also a lot of the smaller items for PC, like building a small mini ITX machine that could rival or be on the same size as like a console. Um, I think it's really helped see like the growth in like
Right.
yeah, so I think it's really cool. We're getting more ports of like older games onto PC. One thing that really was cool. I mean, this is going out of content out of subject for a bit, kind of, but like a lot of the Tales games, pretty sure all of them now. I could be wrong, but at the very least, most of the Tales games now you can get on Steam. And I think it's really cool because some of the Tales games are locked at like what 30 FPS or whatever. Like Tales of Vesperia, for instance, it was 30 FPS when it first came out, and then 60 FPS in like fight scenes and some other scenes. But like, um, Overworld was at like 30 FPS. But like on Steam, if I'm not mistaken, it's like unlocked FPS or something like that. It's really cool. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome. Though I have some problems with some Steam games. Looking at you, Sonic Adventure 2. I do agree that a lot of these Steam games are actually a lot better than the console ports to me, but apparently, and hopefully, we see more